Wrestling.
Hey everyone, welcome to the We Like Wrestling Podcast. I'm Jared.
Slow it down. Try that again. Go again. But this isn't Road Dogg. Hey everyone, We Like Wrestling Podcast. Generation X proudly brings to you the tag team champions of the world.
All right.
You can keep it in. You don't have to do the countdown again. Just say hi to the folks at home again.
Hello. No. Hey everyone, welcome to the We Like Wrestling Podcast. I'm Jared. I'm here with Justin.
Hi.
John.
Such a professional show we run here.
Professional. We barely look the part. So
I look tremendous.
last time we touched on Great American Bash 91, WCW. And you brought up...
No one should ever touch that.
It's a great show. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I had a blast watching it.
Double main event means no event. No main event.
AKA no main event. Yeah. It's an OSW reference.
So you brought up that...
I listened to whatever it's called, Grilling with JR podcast. It's an older one, but he covered that pay-per-view and gave some inside information.
Yeah, so what were some of the insights that he had? I wanted to specifically not, so it didn't taint anything.
Yeah,
I also saw Brian Zane from Wrestling with Regrets. He also did it. I tried to, again, not watch that so that I didn't have a tainted view. You know, I don't want to just regurgitate everything they said because I probably agree with it. I just don't want to just say it, in a different way. I want to say my own thoughts.
I did it afterwards, so that, I watched it, He did say that regarding the Oz character, that came from higher up.
Because they owned it?
They had just bought The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And Turner Classic Movies was starting. So it was supposed to be cross-promotion.
That was like the only movie they ever showed.
Wizard of Oz. El Gigante was Giant, because that was an old movie they bought, Giant.
Oh, really?
It was an old James Dean movie. So those all came from above. They was out of their hands.
Does the Giant in that movie dress as a ninja? An Argentinian ninja?
No, there's no giants in that movie.
Oh.
It's just called Giant.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's an old black and white movie. I've never seen it, but so there was a lot of that they were forced. He said, well,
who forced him into a fucking hairy dickless ape outfit?
That was WWE. What's his name? I forgot his name now. We were just talking about him.
Terry Taylor. No,
the head guy that was in charge of WCW.
Jim Herd?
Yes. He, on a separate podcast, said that...
Who said? Jim Herd?
Jim Herd said...
On a podcast. The guy's still alive?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the other guy's passed away.
What other guy?
Guy before him. Watts. Bill Watts is dead.
No, Bill Watts isn't dead. Bill Watts dead?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
Well, Jim Herd said that Dusty's pushing his son so hard caused a lot of backlash. The boys in the back weren't crazy about it because they saw what was going on.
Yeah.
Dustin rebelled against it. Like, Dad, you got to chill.
Yeah, because he was a natural. He had the talent, but sometimes doing that really fucks up what everybody else is going to think about you.
That's why Dustin wanted to go to WWE and do Goldust and do his own thing away from his dad.
Well, that's not entirely true. He got fired. Dustin and Big Black Bullycock got fired for the road match.
But Goldust is
the chicken shit on the road match
from Dustin Rhodes. Maybe that's what he meant, like that character.
I mean, it helped him.
Because he didn't go as Goldust Dustin Rhodes. It's just Goldust. So,
like, do you think without Goldust he'd be Hall of Fame worthy?
Well, if Dustin Rhodes could have had a run as a wrestler, I always really liked the natural gimmick. Because it was like Barry Windham never really had that stigma of he's a second generation star, living in his father's shadow. Somehow Barry Windham broke that. But everybody called him a natural too, not the natural, but he was a natural athlete. He was great at what he did. The pairing of them two was perfect.
Yeah.
Because of who they are. Obviously, one is much more famous than the other, but so somehow Barry Windham did it.
Yeah, there was a lot of locker room stuff that Dustin got a lot of shit.
But again,
his
though,
fault,
Blackjack was never the booker. So maybe that helps too. Is he was never the one that got his kid the job. He just happened to be a second generation star. But in Dustin's case, Dustin got a Royal Rumble match because of his dad, and then went away, and then came here and got a huge push because of his dad. So yeah, I get that.
And Barry Windham, Blackjack Mulligan, if you don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
But Dusty Rhodes, I mean, they're, like you said, he cut that promo sound just like his dad. He looks like his dad. It's tough. Brad Armstrong's mask guy, his original name was Fantasia.
Fantasia was... No.
Not whatever they called him. Not Bad Street.
I was thinking of Phantasmo. Phantasmo's the...
magician guy.
Magician guy, yeah.
It was Fantasia.
Oh.
But they were afraid of getting sued by Disney.
As they should be. Why would you ever use that name?
So they changed
It's not even a good name.
So if you notice in that pay-per-view, Michael Hayes' trunks, his pants say Fantasia on the ass.
Oh, I didn't really notice.
That was like a little nod to...
why would you call it Fantasia?
That's like the least intimidating wrestler name.
Yeah, that's a great name for a female wrestler.
Yeah. But Fantasia,
Or
that's
stripper.
definitely...
Oh my God, Fantasia, and you only dance to Fantasia music? Dude, that would get me to a strip club.
He said Ric Flair didn't give a shit about being the booker because all Ric Flair booked in the meetings was his matches and himself. He didn't care about Tom Zank. He didn't care about the guys beneath him. He wanted to book himself and his matches. Then otherwise, he's like, you guys do whatever you want, the rest of the guys. I don't even care about me. So when they took it away from me, he's like, I don't give a shit. That's why it didn't affect him.
But it did affect him because now that he's not there booking his own matches, he's got somebody else booking his matches, and they want to put him in the Spartacus gimmick.
And have him drop the title.
Yeah. Is that all?
What else? That Luger Wyndham was the main event. The match afterward was a special attraction because that's the first time Missy Hyatt was going to be in the ring and wrestle. And the fans would be excited to see that.
So he's trying to make excuses for it?
No, he admits this whole pay-per-view was terrible.
Oh, okay.
He has nothing good to say about it. But he said that's how they were looking at it when they framed it. Like, hey, stick around after the main event. There's going to be a special attraction match. Because he thought the Missy Hyatt was such a huge star that the fans would want to see her get in the ring.
And she didn't anyway.
Until they found out she couldn't.
Yeah, she couldn't.
So why not put that match first? But I mean, not
They
first,
were-
but before the...
Booking on the fly.
Because you had to take 35 minutes to build a fucking scaffold first.
No, I mean before the main.
Oh.
He agreed it was terrible. Conrad even said like that it was shit. And Jim Ross was like, yeah. To make up for the lack of star power, since Flair wasn't there, they decided to have lots of gaga, lots of gimmicks to make up for it. So the fans won't notice Flair's not here. Let's give him lots of bullshit.
My thing is, and I think we said this when we talked about it, that instead of making it go, well, because you don't get this, we'll give you this, make it, instead of that, you're getting this. Build your shit. We're giving you the next Ric Flair. You thought Ric Flair was good. Wait till you see what we got next. I don't know.
Yeah. He admits
He
it
had the
bad.
potential. There's 3 guys on that show that had the potential of being the next Ric Flair. I'll say it with putting over Luger. He was a good enough heel that if he would have actually had a machine behind him, he could have been that guy. Maybe not promo wise, but you had Harley. You didn't need to cut promos. You could have made something out of Austin. You had him. He could have been a Flair. And Austin's partner, who was the fucking yellow dog on this show, could have been a fucking great heel. Y'all just missed that potential. Go look at what they did elsewhere.
Conrad brings that up. He's like, we're 4 matches in, and we have Diamond Stud, who's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Oz is a Hall of Famer. Ron Simmons is
Austin.
a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Austin's a Hall of Famer. You had all these guys. You let them go. And Jim Ross says,
without any creative machine behind them, because all they were doing, like you said, Flair was booking himself. That's all they cared about too. When he had a committee, all they cared about was the main event, and then just throw a bunch of shit together. It's almost like they went, all right, who's back here? Who can we get? All right, you go. Come on, we need you for a match.
Yeah.
You know, there was nothing there.
They started at the poster and then went around that.
Yeah.
Here's what's going to get people in the door, and then whatever shit is on the card, they don't care.
Yeah.
They're coming to see this. Went from the top down. And he said, I'm not bad-mouthing the boys. They all worked hard. They're all good, very talented. But
all of them.
the most talented people in the world can't do a thing if there's nobody behind you.
And there's no
creative.
Yeah.
If they don't know what to do with you, and they just send you out there with nothing, doesn't matter how talented you are, you're not going to get over.
How long, and I didn't watch a lot of anything about it, but how long did he say anything about how long the scaffold match was booked? Like, was that like a feud that was supposed to blow off and then it just got fucked up? Hey, we already advertised the scaffold match.
No, he didn't say anything about it. It was just a gimmick match to get.
But a gimmick match with, like, at least a gimmick match with a blow off or something.
He admitted a lot of these matches, there's nothing behind them.
Yeah.
He said the same thing we did. Like, why are these guys fighting? What are we supposed to invest in?
There's some, like, okay, Tom Zank, they had a hard on for, so they were gonna put him out there. Didn't matter who he wrestled. He was just supposed to look good.
He's Dolph. He'll bump for
Yeah.
you, make you look good.
Ron Simmons, they were obviously building, so that's why they put a big guy in front of him. It didn't matter if it was Oz. Could have been any big heel. But so there's it seems like they were trying to build, and like we said about the Dustin match, everything around that was just hoopla for him to get over.
Yeah. Yeah, he said it hurt Dustin more than it helped.
I'm
Dusty
sure.
thought he was helping, and it really just caused a lot of resentment.
Yeah.
We'll see. And then Cody felt the opposite when Dusty was in charge of NXT. Like, because he always said Dusty had his boys.
Yeah.
And he got them, while Cody was doing his own thing.
I think Dusty learned his lesson and probably went hands off of Cody. Like,
He also wasn't going to try to do that in WWE. He knew his place in WWE. WCW was more of a Wild West where all it took was one big dick swing and now you're in charge. You have a good talk with somebody at the salad bar and now you're head booker. Didn't matter what you did. I mean, look at Eric Bischoff. He had no track record. Now he did really well in his role, but there was nothing for them to go, oh yeah, you did this, and this. No.
I guess Cody's point of view was you did this for Dustin and then you didn't do anything for me. It was like you
look at
from one extreme to the other.
But look at how vastly different their careers are.
Yeah,
you can say that Dustin was a huge star, but with, like you said, without Goldust, or at least without going to WWE F at the time, there is no Dustin Rhodes. Yeah.
I mean, when Cody first came to the WWE, he was with his dad. And then after that, when he joined Legacy, it was just like, yeah, that doesn't happen anymore.
they're also in different.
No, he wasn't with his dad. No, he wasn't with his dad.
When he debuted, Dusty came out with him. He was with him for like the first couple of weeks.
Oh, really? Because I remember him like...
That's green trunks, yellow boots.
Yeah, I don't remember him being with Dusty at all.
Yeah, when he debuted, he was with...
We remember different. Dustin had his dad who was still semi-working. Mm-hmm. Cody gets retired dad. Like he said, the WWF isn't going to let him book his son as a champion. Mm-hmm. Or WCW was like, you do whatever the hell you want. We don't care. There was no checks and balances. Mm-hmm. Vince McMahon wasn't going to turn on TV and go, why is that guy my champ?
And it's like the always the thing you always hear about WCW is they never had that Vince McMahon to have that final say. There was never that guy that no matter where you thought you were, whatever you thought of, had to get approved by this guy.
There was no buck stops here guy.
Yeah.
Ted Turner wasn't it.
Yeah,
he was just
didn't
the
give a
money
shit.
guy.
Yep. As long as your ratings are good and we're making money, that's all he cared about.
Yeah.
And then once Time Warner took over, it was dead in the water.
I will say Cody did his own thing, and he became successful because of it. Like, I mean, I thought Dashing was good.
I'd make an argument that Cody got over because of his last name.
I don't know. Everybody thought Ted would be the star.
He's the star on TMZ.
In his prison cell.
Yeah.
But I mean,
All right, what do we got for Elimination Chamber? Speaking of Cody not going to be there. He'll probably be there. I don't know. Are they making him fly all the way over there? The Taker's there. You see the video of like, it was like Hunter, I think maybe Jamie Noble, which obviously he
Jamie's
works
a
there.
producer.
Yeah. But like, there's a couple people there already as of yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were
like,
setting up. Everything.
Yeah. And one of them was Taker.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw Bobby Roode announce his retirement.
So
Yeah.
on Chris Van Vliet's show, he pretty much said like the fusion went well. The doctors gave me the green light, but at 48, I'm just
What does he have left to do? He got his run in WWE. Yes, it was NXT, but he got there. He was tag champions on Raw.
So the U.S. champ, I think he was.
Oh, was he U.S.?
Yeah.
See, I don't even remember that. But I think for where his position was, especially from where he started from, he wasn't even the star of Team Canada at first. A1 was. He was in a tag team with Petey Williams. He was not the star.
and he was the new guy in Beer Money
I think it wasn't until Beer Money that he really hit.
because
big.
James Storm was there before.
Well, right before Beer Money, he was starting to get hot because he had, what was her name?
Oh, yeah. What was that girl? Tessmacher?
Brooke Tessmacher.
Miss Tessmacher, yeah.
Yeah. No, was it
it
Tracy
her?
Brooks?
Or was it Tracy Brooks? I mean, they all look the same.
Is it
I
the same
think.
person?
I don't think so. It could be.
They all look the same, yeah.
TNA very much booked to two specific points of
TNA?
just the T for their women's roster. I wonder who was working there.
But I mean, America's Most Wanted, James Storm was there, and then Rude came in. So, but I think Rude outshined Storm.
I don't think so. I think they did a great job working equally. Storm got hurt. Rude went solo.
Yeah, I think he's like a 2 or 3 time champ in TNA.
Yeah, and that Me generation, I wanted that shirt. It sold out. I couldn't believe it. And then I stopped caring, but I'm sure that I could have reordered it. But yeah, they sold out of that Me generation shirt. When he got the belt, I was actually really excited.
Yeah, he's got nothing left.
Unfortunately, it was on the downturn of TNA. Your biggest star, AJ Styles, is gone or leaving, I think, at this point. I think he did have a match.
four-sided ring,
Yeah, so he also was good in his tag match. I don't remember what they were called. Were they the Dirty Heels?
The Dirty Dogs. Him and Dolph.
No. Dirty Heels was it was him and Austin Aries in TNA.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I forgot about that.
I think they were called the Dirty Heels. They had a good run too. I think when he cut his hair, I thought I was like, wow, this is crazy.
But I mean, being active in the WWE into your 40s is something that doesn't happen a lot.
And he's a producer. He
So-
said he's happy doing that.
Yeah, I don't think
So-
he has anything to prove.
Yeah, well,
What would he do anyway? What would he do on Raw or SmackDown?
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing left for him to do.
He would never be on. If he did, he'd be jobbing.
I mean, I'm sure he's had a WrestleMania match. I don't know
I think he was
specifically.
in one of the Andre the Giant Battle Royals. I don't know if he ever had like.
or him and Dolph.
I was gonna
maybe.
say they never defended the titles or won the titles at Mania or
don't
anything.
remember. I don't know.
Or him and Dolph in one of those tag gauntlets.
I don't
They
know.
might
But
have
still,
been.
as long as you had an actual match, a fucking Royal Rumble, Battle Royal, whatever the fuck they're stupid called, that sucks if you get that. And it sucks if you're pre-show. If you never had a Mania match, you deserve one.
He wanted to be, made his money.
Yeah.
Now he can be a producer for the rest of his life if he wants.
I mean, the fact that AJ is still active.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks great and he still works great.
Yeah.
But, WWE, they like their younger guys. Hey, everybody. This part of the episode is sponsored by Symbiote Collectibles. Symbiote is a store dedicated to collectibles, games, action figures, and a lot more. They host video game tournaments every month, including Mario Party, Super Smash Bros., and they also host gaming tournaments with Dungeons & Dragons, Magic the Gathering, and Fight-A-Bear. Fight-A-Bear is a game that the owner of Symbiote Collectibles invented himself. It's a pretty cool game. I recommend checking it out. Along with those gaming tournaments, they also host an open table where you can show up, play whatever you would like in a not-so-competitive sense. Symbiote Collectibles has something for everybody. Whether you're a casual collector, vintage, new, if you play with action figures, if you display them, they have it all. After 9 years, from going from a flea market stand to the storefront that they have now, Symbiote has a wide variety of collectibles that you can choose from. Stop in. They're located on 514 Penn Ave in West Reading, Pennsylvania.
All right, so what do we got for Elimination Chamber?
Women's Elimination Chamber match.
What's it for?
Winner gets a shot at...
Rhea?
Is it Rhea?
Yeah. It would have to be.
Oh, yeah,
It's
because
Io and
Bailey chose
Bailey,
Io, yeah. Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, your daughter's Barbie.
No.
Was it her or the
One
other
of
girl?
them.
It was the tall one, Maxine.
Oh, that was the one she called Barbie?
Yeah.
Okay. There's so many tall blondes, I don't know. And Raquel
Tiffany
Rodriguez.
Stratton's not very tall.
She's the blonde, though, right? She's
Yeah,
the NXT girl?
she's blonde, yeah.
She's dating Ludwig.
She was in the
Kaiser,
Rumble, though, right? She was the one.
Yeah.
that- Okay.
Yeah.
She's-
And Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah, I saw she just got in, so she came back and got in, so.
So brands don't matter because there's Raw and SmackDown on here.
No, I guess not.
Welcome to
Well, they
WWE,
didn't.
where
They didn't
points
yeah.
don't matter.
Well, the other one, the men's doesn't either.
Yeah, I know.
It's all on
It's-
SmackDown, yeah.
What's the point of having the draft then? I mean, so this is
So
Becky.
neither of the Elimination Chambers are for a title. They're both for a shot.
shot, yeah.
That's kind of disappointing.
I like when if one is for a belt, one's for a shot.
Fucking
So
do
the men's
tag
is
titles.
for Seth, since
Yeah.
Cody chose Roman. So this is Becky's to win, right? I mean, that's what we're going
or
for.
Liv.
Or Raquel.
Yeah.
Raquel and Rhea. I think that'll be all right.
I mean, Liv
You
just
don't
came
think
back.
Becky and Ray would be good? That's not a Mania match.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Becky.
Not that I care
Other
about.
than Becky's a star for Mania.
Yeah, but there's no story.
Have they
there.
ever wrestled before?
Yeah.
Probably. But the Raquel thing comes from, they're NXT girls. Both,
I mean, they're
both strong,
Yeah.
Oh god, if it's
they-
Liv and Ray,
They'd beat the hell out of each other.
All the Reddit threads.
Yeah.
I mean, Bianca, are they going to go that route?
No.
Bianca and Becky, I feel like are
Has Jade been on at all since
No.
the Rumble?
She hasn't chosen her show either. They're,
Braun has chosen SmackDown.
SmackDown is getting hit.
but
Heavy.
he's still the NXT Tag Champion, right?
not
Actually, I
tag
think
champ.
they're
Corbin?
No, they did. They won the tag
did
champs,
they?
but I think they're actually defending them next week, so they might lose them.
Oh, okay.
SmackDown got a lot of talent because who they signed a couple other NXT people. I can't remember the names.
I don't know.
So we Tiffany Stratton's not going to win because she's brand new.
I would hope not.
And Raquel Rodriguez just came back.
I could see that though.
Naomi just came back. She's only wrestled the Rumble, right? What show is she on? Did she pick
I
a
don't know.
show?
Yes.
I like Naomi. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I don't know if they're ready for her yet.
I think it's either going to be Becky or Liv.
It's not going to be boss time though.
Then the Undisputed Tag Team Championship: Damian Priest and Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Oh man, I hope
What
they
they
win.
call it? English Strong Style.
That's awesome if they would win. That would be so good.
Apparently, Finn's contract is coming up
But I
in
mean,
April.
I really like Judgment Day. They're pretty popular. They move a lot of merch for a heel team.
I'd love to see.
But do
Finn
they need
back
the
in
belts
Japan.
to do that? I don't think so.
No.
I would like to see
Separate the belts.
that too. Yeah.
I mean,
definitely like to
if
see
Damian
belts
loses the
separate.
tag, that might get him more focused on Money in the Bank.
Yeah, maybe.
And then Rhea versus Nia for the women's.
Oh god.
So I guess whoever wins that match
Oh, so
gets the winner
technically
of
we
the
don't
chamber.
know that Rhea is going to be the champion going into this. Okay.
So if Nia
Can't see
wins,
her losing it,
if
but
Nia wins, then it's Becky. Like we
Maybe.
said, Becky has never beaten Nia, whatever their storyline
that would make
is.
more sense. Yeah.
Oh god. Do they really think Nia as champion would be?
But she don't have to hold it from now
No,
till
but it's
April,
a way to get it back on Becky.
and then Rhea can chase Becky. Then the men's elimination chamber winner gets a shot at Seth.
It's gonna be Drew.
Drew McIntyre, Randy
Hope
Orton,
not.
Bobby
It's
Lashley,
a fine match, but okay. Sorry. keep
LA
going.
Knight, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul.
I'd like to see Owens.
Yeah.
Owens and Seth. Would be
Logan
good.
doesn't need it, doesn't he?
Sammy's not in it.
no. Isn't Logan going to defend his U.S. title at Mania, so he doesn't really need this.
Logan
knows?
is there for the spots.
Yeah, it could be. But it could also be title for title.
Yeah.
Logan and Seth. They already wrestled, right?
Yeah, they had a feud, didn't they?
Yeah. So probably not again. That's Logan was face during that though, right? That was when Seth was like super heel.
I can see Owens or Drew.
I mean, we've seen Drew and Seth though. We've seen Owens and Seth.
Yeah, I don't like the options here.
Drew as a heel
I like
right
where-
now is better.
Yeah, but it's not. It's still the same match, you know.
I think they're setting up Lashley's team versus Cross's team at Mania. Is that where they're headed?
Looks
I
like
don't
it.
know.
Looks like it.
Sounds like a pre-show match.
Yeah.
That should be a match on this card.
Yeah. It does look like we're gonna get Jay versus Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy's been
He interfered. He cost Jay the IC title.
Oh, okay. I didn't see Raw. Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like we're
Was
gonna
it
get
a squash or was Jay like
no,
going to
Jay,
win?
no. It was, from what I saw, it was a good match.
yeah.
But
I
yes,
don't think Gunther would do that. I don't think Gunther would
Well, no, if they book it like guns, we want you to go out there and destroy them. Then that's what happens. I mean,
but not against Jay.
yeah, you can't do that.
But yeah, Jimmy's been a pain in the ass to Jay. So
So Sammy didn't get in the elimination chamber.
no, he's got nothing going on heading into Mania.
Owens and Drew should be the last two, and Sammy should cost Owens the shot.
set up Owens and Sammy.
Yeah,
They team together.
I know it's very
Why not?
parallel for having Jimmy and Jay and having Sammy versus Owens.
2 different nights.
Yeah, it's like the same
Storyline.
story. Yeah, but it'd be cool.
But it's vintage Owens and Zayn. You know.
Yeah, that's true. Where the Jimmy and Jay thing, that's new.
Same with Ciampa
And the
Gargano,
crowd loved it.
like,
Everybody loved it at Rumble.
yeah.
And they'd have a good match. I mean,
Owens
Jimmy and
Sammy?
Jay.
You would hope. Did you think that Jeff and Matt would have a good match?
Yeah.
I thought they would.
Did they?
No,
The problem is
I hate you, Jeff Hardy.
the problem
Jeff
is
Harvey.
Owens and Zayn are both really good wrestlers.
Yeah.
Jay,
really good friends.
Jay is clearly the superior,
Yeah.
whereas Jeff was the superior.
Nah.
I'm
Don't-
more of a Matt fan.
Nope.
than
Yeah.
Really?
You're on the
Really?
You're
I
in the
was never a
minority
Jeff
on that
fan.
one.
Really?
I don't think Jeff is he's good at jumping off things.
Jeff is the gimmick.
Yeah.
Matt could wrestle.
I never liked Matt.
What good wrestling match does Jeff Hardy have?
I enjoyed his matches more than Matt's.
Because he jumped off things and it was exciting to see
I enjoyed
him
their
jump off
TLC
things.
matches because he was a crash
Yeah.
test dummy.
I don't know. Matt Solo just didn't do it.
When he was world champ, what was his best storyline? What was his best
Fucking
feud?
V1 I liked.
V1?
V1 I liked.
V1 was his solo.
But when they split, I didn't.
That was the split.
Yeah,
No, I
that was
mean
him.
evil Matt, like tights.
Yeah, I didn't like that, but that's him on drugs. I'm just saying, like that's him.
I think he's-
post Lita. He's feeling down on himself. He's drinking a lot.
Lost
He's
some weight,
doing
yeah.
drugs. Yeah, you can't give that against him.
I liked
But-
Jeff always did drugs.
Yeah,
I like Matt with the TNA with the Woken. That was funny.
Yeah. Jeff never reinvented himself the way
was
Matt
Willow.
did.
See, I like Jeff at TNA.
Yeah, Willow.
I didn't like Willow.
His face was always painted. What was the difference?
I like Jeff in TNA. I liked.
Oh yeah, that Sting match. Really like that Sting match.
So that's all they. There's like 4
Stupid-ass
matches.
Paro Oxygen music and
Oh yeah,
He's performing in Philly
who cares?
at the 2300
I'm sure. Paro Oxygen is
during Mania week.
his
Is
band.
Paro Oxygen a band or is it just him?
I have no
like
idea.
making-
I never even
He's-
bothered to look it up.
He's doing an acoustic show, so I think it's labeled as Jeff Hardy.
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
Well, so the chamber matches are probably going to go like 40 minutes each. So
Yeah,
4
but
a.m.
no Roman, no Seth.
Well, we don't know that. Not in matches.
Yeah, those are no matches. No Cody, like
Yeah,
you
the
said.
big storylines, the things that have been making all the headlines, that nobody's there.
Wouldn't you want to showcase that stuff?
That seems very weird.
Imagine if you're Australia, you like never get to see WWE, and then they come to town, and none of the big stars are there.
But the Undertaker's there.
Ooh, and Hunter will be there
To go out and go, gong. Rest in peace.
Why not have like a bullshit tag match? Because I think Sammy saved Cody the one time.
Wait, Waller isn't on this card?
or Theory.
Bullshit. They're there.
He's Australian. Yeah.
I just saw a thing. Like Theory was just giving shit to guys. So they're there. There's just going to be more on this card than we know.
Why not have Cody and Sammy against Theory?
Are
and
they
Waller?
doing house shows this week until the pay per view? Oh
No.
maybe they were working that.
I believe SmackDown's taped. But other
There
than
might
that,
be stuff before they go live or after. You know, I don't know.
I think they'll be adding shit to this show as is.
They better.
Again, they're probably like, fuck it. We are going to appease the people that are already here, not the people watching at home, because nobody's going to be watching at home.
I mean, technically,
live at 4 a.m.
Technically,
I will. I'm going to get up and watch it.
technically, Cody's on SmackDown, so we don't know what's going to happen on SmackDown.
But yeah, I think Waller doesn't have a match, so there's definitely going to be something there. Probably with the Undertaker.
Why do I feel like there's another Aussie on the roster?
Rhea.
I mean,
She has a
besides,
match.
no, I mean male.
Poof. Nathan Jones.
He won't be there either.
That's who comes to mind when I think of
Outback
Australian
Jack.
wrestlers. Was he actually Australian?
Oh, I don't know. His gimmick was.
I want to say, fucking, yeah. What's
Jay
her name?
White is New Zealand, which is the same thing.
Well, so is what's her name from Damage Control, right?
Dakota Kai.
Yeah, isn't she like?
She's from New Zealand?
Is she? I thought she was somewhere over there.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Cesaro.
I can't think of her.
No.
She doesn't even work
I know.
there. I can't even think of like what she
Because I
sounds
thought they
like.
call her Swiss something, but I guess that's not really.
Switzerland is
What
not.
the fuck
No,
are you-
Swiss. I don't know.
Swiss is not Australian.
Look, don't
Think they call Australian people Kiwis?
Kiwi. That's what they call her,
Okay, so she's Australian. Then.
but not Australian. Like a different part.
Or maybe they call New Zealand people Kiwis?
Maybe.
I don't
yeah,
know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Please look it up so I'm not dumb.
Canucks.
Yeah, we thought we.
Oh yeah, that's right. You get no leeway anymore. You get fact checked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they call her a Kiwi.
Yeah, but I don't. Now that you say that, I don't know if that's the term for Australian or for New Zealand, which is different.
They sound similar. The accents.
Yeah, they do to me.
I'm not a fan of Australian accents.
I am.
I typed in Australian wrestlers and there's a picture of Nathan Jones.
Is it really? Fuck
First thing
yeah.
that pops
What was he
up-
called? Like the brute of Boggle.
Oh yeah, something from Boggle Road or something.
Yeah.
The Beast from Boggle Road or
Beast.
something.
Yeah.
So, WrestleMania's in Philly this year.
If you didn't know,
Yeah, it's plastered everywhere.
it's WrestleMania season.
Yep.
And what's everybody's favorite?
Head. I don't know.
That's what does everybody want.
Yeah.
What's everybody's favorite WWE title? It's IC, right? It's always IC.
You mean it like design or
Nah, just like the lineage of the belt. It's IC.
it's the workers.
Yeah. So,
Hey, Buddy Matthews is Australian. He won't be there either.
yeah.
Wait, I don't know.
Oh, you know who else is Australian? Isn't Emma Australian? Which obviously she's not there either.
Yeah, they
But-
fired her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bronson Reed.
Oh yeah. that's
Oh
right.
yeah.
See, I
And he's in the
yeah.
chamber, right?
No, he's not in the chamber.
Oh, he's not in the chamber.
He doesn't have a match. He's not doing anything storyline wise. I know.
Why would you not have?
Oh yeah, that's right. He was in the build. He like faced like Lashley or something to
To
get
qualify,
A spot.
yeah, he lost.
Why would you not have an
Holy shit,
the
dude.
Australian guy?
I wish he'd go back to being fired because Jonah's fucking amazing.
Shane Thorne.
Yeah, he doesn't work there anymore either.
Grayson Waller, yeah.
Okay. So the lineage of the IC title should be pretty cool at WrestleMania, right? Think about some classic IC matches at WrestleMania. What comes to mind?
3.
Yeah.
One of the greatest of all time. Macho
Yeah.
and Steamboat.
Yeah. What else?
Wasn't Shawn and Razor for the IC?
It was. Yeah.
WrestleMania 10, yeah.
My favorite WrestleMania match, or what? My favorite Brett match, Brett and Piper, WrestleMania 7, 8.
Well, that was WrestleMania. Okay, I can't remember if that was a Mania or not.
Yeah.
I always want to say Rock and Hunter, but I think that was a SummerSlam.
Yeah, that was a long build SummerSlam. So here is all of the matches, all of the IC title matches in WrestleMania history.
Theory and Cena. Oh.
1 through 39. That wasn't. He was US.
Oh, US. That's right.
WrestleMania 1 was Greg Valentine versus Junkyard Dog. Ended in a count out.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is the workers' belt.
Well, it doesn't become the workers' belt until 3, I think.
To be fair, Valentine and Junkyard were both over back then.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They were
of
big.
course. Yes.
Valentine?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
The Valentine you saw later.
Yeah, the
in those
Valentine
rumbles
you know.
that took like 20 minutes to get warmed up. That was past his prime.
That classic Ronnie Garvin feud, yeah.
And Junkyard was huge.
Yeah.
I know Junkyard was, but Valentine
Never won a belt, but he was up there with Hogan.
WrestleMania 2 was Savage versus George Steele.
They were in a feud. They were in a storyline.
Yes, because that's why George Steele is then in the corner of Steamboat at WrestleMania 3 for Savage versus Steamboat.
Because Steele liked Elizabeth.
Yeah.
He would chase her around the ring.
And we go into the greatest IC champion of all time, Honky Tonk Man, versus Brutus Barber Beefcake.
Oh, you didn't say it right.
Yeah.
Is that 4?
That's 4.
It's Brutus. The fucking barber.
It's the Zodiac.
By the way, is that your new favorite one, the Prime?
The Booty Man.
It's good. They didn't have. They
It's
only
not as
had,
sweet.
Yeah, they only had lemonade and the ice pop one at Wawa.
It sucks.
Yeah, well, lemonade's terrible. WrestleMania 5 is Warrior versus Rude, which I actually don't remember.
Is that the one where Heenan held his foot and Rude beat him?
I guess so because Rude won.
Well, that's that one, yeah.
WrestleMania 6, because at some point in that year, Warrior got the belt back. Warrior versus Hogan.
For the IC.
Well, for the IC and the world. WrestleMania 7, Perfect versus Boss Man. Boss Man wins by DQ. Yeah.
Now it's a workers' belt because Perfect. Not Boss Man, but
Well, yeah, Savage, Steamboat, Rude, which only really had it for a storyline. Perfect. And now we have WrestleMania 8. We have Piper versus Brett. I think is an amazing match. Then we had WrestleMania 9. The Worker had the belt.
was that Shauna Tataka?
Yes. Yeah. WrestleMania 10. Possibly the best IC title match of all time. It's going to be hard when you hear these names that get there, especially that one, WrestleMania 16.
WrestleMania 3? You think 10's better than 3?
Yeah, oh yeah.
When you get to 16, I want to test myself.
Okay. Yeah, so then we have Razor and Shawn. WrestleMania 11, Jeff Jarrett and Razor, who feuded for like 2 years because Jeff Jarrett had nothing else to do until he got Ahmed.
He never got past the mid card.
No.
I mean, still a worker, though.
WrestleMania 12, the first WrestleMania with no IC title match. Who's the champion? Who do you think's the champion, and why aren't they on the card? Well, why isn't the title defended in a match?
That was what, Bam Bam and...
WrestleMania 12?
Yeah, was that LT? No.
That's 11. 12 is Iron Man. But it's also Backlot Brawl.
Goldust is your
champion.
title champ.
But the title's not defended in that kind of match. WrestleMania 13, we have the debut of... Well, not the debut, but his first WrestleMania. Rocky Maivia versus...
Sultan.
Oh, God.
Then...
Who was the champion?
Rocky
Rocky.
Maivia.
Okay.
Sultan never had a belt.
WrestleMania 14, we don't have Rocky Maivia.
That's Philly.
We don't have Rocky Maivia. We have The Rock. Rock versus Shamrock.
Right, that was Philly? Or was
15.
15 was Philly.
15 is shit. It's Philly.
Oh, Rock and Shamrock. Is that when Rock just bashed him in the head?
No. No, I think that was on a Raw. This is when Shamrock wins, but then doesn't let go of the hold.
So they reverse it.
So they reverse it. Yeah.
Rock, yeah, Shamrock was the heel.
No, Rock was the heel. It's The Rock. Rock's in the Nation. Shamrock snapped. That's when they were doing. He would snap and he'd like suplex the agents and shit. You know.
Okay, yeah.
15. Road Dogg versus Shamrock versus Goldust versus Val Venus.
Get everyone on the card.
Oh,
Wait until
yes.
16.
No. 16th. What?
Was that a triple threat?
It is a triple threat. It's better than that.
I mean, 16 was no singles matches.
Oh, okay.
That is definitely
okay. So what is? So you said wait, and you're gonna try. 16 is.
This is 2000.
This is on paper should be the greatest Intercontinental Championship match in all of WrestleMania history.
So
on paper,
Jericho
yeah.
was Angle in that,
Yep.
and Benoit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was for the IC European.
Yeah.
But it wasn't great.
It wasn't what it.
I don't like when they do. So it's 2 out of 3 falls, but the 2 falls, the first fall goes to the IC Championship, second fall goes to European.
So then why have 3?
Yeah, it's weird.
Why not just So Benoit won the IC, right?
Yes, Benoit won it.
And then Angle won the European.
Jericho. Angle came in with both belts.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So-
Jericho was European. Benoit was.
So nobody won. It's just Jericho and Angle that match. Huh?
Yeah, I guess so. 17 is Jericho and Regal. P and his T.
Oh yeah.
That's Regal's only Mania match?
No.
Oh, man.
Because for WrestleMania 18, Regal versus RVD.
That's when RVD wins, right?
No, Regal wins. Yep. Now it gets
2002.
interesting. What?
That was 2002.
WrestleMania 19. The title in October had been deactivated by Triple H. So it was not defended. There was no title match. WrestleMania 20. No title match. Who's the champion, do you know?
Why do I feel like that was Shelton?
Close. Orton. Orton is in a tag match with Flair
That's right,
versus
Evolution. Rock and Sock.
Rock and Sock, right?
It's Orton, Flair, and Batista versus.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. 21, no IC title match.
Jericho had it, didn't he?
Nope, you're ahead of yourself. Shelton had it.
God damn it.
He was in the Money in the Bank.
That was the See, I thought
the
20
run up
was
the
the
ladder?
first. Yeah, I thought
21.
20
So
was
that
the first
22, no IC title match. Shelton is in the Money in the Bank. Shelton held the IC title
Yeah.
twice, going into 2 Manias. Not, he didn't keep it the whole time.
Yeah.
But going into 2 Manias, he was IC champion and didn't defend it at either of them.
That was a time where Shelton, Carlito, and I believe like Chris Masters at some point had it.
It jumped around a lot.
But Shelton is in my mind, Shelton during that time is the IC champion.
All right, 23. No IC title match. Who has it? And do you know why it's not defended?
I think what year 23 was. Was that like 15 years ago?
20 was 2004. That was 2007. Is that Flair?
No.
23. The main was Sean and
Main is what you pay for.
Cena.
Biggest
right?
pictures on the poster.
Oh, that was fucking Lashley and
Umaga was champion going
he was
into
in
the
the Battle
Battle of
of
the
Billionaires.
Billionaires match.
That guy's going to be president one day.
see
Vince?
You see how my brain works? I think of years. and then I think
24.
of-
No IC title match. We have now went from 19 to 24 with no IC title match.
24 was outside. That was ooh shit.
See, from like here on, like
The
from
chi-
like 15 on, everything runs together. There's
that-
no distinctive.
Was this
wrestling.
champion also in Money in the Bank?
He also created the match.
Yeah, Jericho.
Jericho was champion going in. 25, we finally get a match again.
25th anniversary.
JBL versus Ray.
That's JBL's retirement match.
Really? Because it was like 26 seconds.
Retirement match.
Oh, okay. Because it was
Ray-
like 26
Ray beat him.
seconds.
Yeah, Ray beat him. Yeah.
That's Ray in the Joker outfit.
Oh, okay. 26.
That was also
No IC title match.
Oh my gosh.
26.
He's on the card? Just doesn't have a match?
Yep.
That's Punk, right?
There is only one time where the IC champion is just straight up not on the card.
Was this Punk or Swagger who won Money in the Bank?
Oh, I don't know that. But Kofi is going in as champion.
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
That was Swagger. Then.
27, no IC title match. You're not going to get this one. Barrett is the champion. It's Nexus versus some random ass
Oh, is that
team
like
put together.
Cena, Bryan?
No. That's a SummerSlam match.
Oh.
No, this is even worse. It's like Kozlov, Kofi. It's like random ass shit.
Nexus versus the good guys.
Yeah, exactly.
The ECW nobodies.
28, we finally get somebody that's holding a belt, even though he loses it. He does get it back. Cody Rhodes versus Big Show.
It's once in a lifetime. That wasn't once in a lifetime.
Yeah. 29.
That was the whole build-up where Cody kept telling Big Show, you've never won at Mania.
Oh, really?
So then we knew Big Show was going to win.
Yeah.
29.
29 is Barrett and Miz. That is on the pre-show. So it's all at WrestleMania, just not at WrestleMania. Keep in mind, that means that there's still one that he just doesn't, there's just no match. He's the champion. He just doesn't get a match.
Not even on the card?
Not on the card at all. 30, no IC title match.
30. This is when I stopped watching for a little bit. 30.
Really? This is Bryan.
Yeah, I know.
This is when it became cheaper to watch because it's on the network.
I know.
This is the first network one.
After Cena and Rock, I kind of just went away for a little bit.
Yeah.
30. Was this?
I'm going to tell you,
Yeah.
you're not going to get it. It's Big E.
He had the IC.
Yep.
Really?
And he was in the Andre Memorial.
I didn't know he had
Yeah.
the IC.
Now we get some okay matches.
31 is
31 and 32 could be flip-flopped. Who cares? It's the same fucking match.
31 is the play button. That's Sting and Triple H.
31 is a ladder match. Barrett.
That's
What?
Ryder.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like 31 and 32 could be flip-flopped. 31 is Barrett going in as champion versus Ambrose. And that's bad news, Barrett. So it's, yeah. Ambrose, Bryan, Dolph, Truth, Stardust, and Harper. Bryan wins. That's the year. Remember, he won the title at 30, then the IC, and each time he keeps getting hurt after he wins his belts. It was at that point when they started comparing him to Benoit. Like, holy shit, it's literally like he won the belt, wrestled Kane, and then got hurt or some shit. And the same thing happened with Benoit.
He had the world title and he lost to Sheamus in like 6 seconds at the one Mania.
No. But I'm talking about after 30 when he won the big celebration match. He then got hurt working with Kane. Same thing happened with Benoit. And then I guess the next year Benoit was in an IC title match. Bryan's in IC title match.
Yeah.
So it's very like, holy shit, wait a minute. And they both do the flying headbutt. Bree's dead.
Is this when Bryan was gone for all those years? This is his last injury that took him away for
This might be his last.
whatever it was.
Yeah. Because he does get hurt again. And yeah, I think he does.
That's when they tell him, look, you need to take a break.
Yep. Then the next year is Owens going in as champion versus Dolph, Sin Cara, Miz, Ryder, Stardust again, and Sami Zayn.
That's Ryder's moment.
Ryder wins and then loses it like the next night. Yeah.
on Raw.
Yeah.
And he dresses like Warlord.
That was like Father's Day, wasn't it?
What? No.
The Raw.
I think
Oh, no, Sunday.
Yeah.
he lost to like the Miz too or something, didn't he? Something like that.
Yeah, I think he did lose it to
Yeah.
Miz.
Because he said something about his dad was.
Yeah, his dad was like there, and they were probably in New York again or something. I don't know. 33, Ambrose and Corbin pre-show.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And Ambrose was the champ.
34, Miz, Rollins, and Balor. I do remember that. That is Balor when he started wearing red trunks, red knee pads, and white boots. It looked really weird, but
have
it's
that
like
figure.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. because it was so different. He'd always wear black, so like this was cool and different. 35 Lashley versus Balor. This is when it becomes okay. They are all now stars. Nobody's being made by the IC title anymore. Lashley and Balor.
They're like main eventers that they just gave a belt to because they're not in the main event picture.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah.
36 Sammy and Bryan. That's Bryan's comeback.
Why do we?
Is that the?
It feels like I would watch that match. Why didn't I?
That was the lockdown match.
Why do I not remember?
That was 2020. Because you probably just blocked that whole thing out.
Oh, that's past it. I was going to say, is that when Bryan was commissioner and him and Sam were fighting because of conspiracy? Bryan and Shane versus Owens and Sammy?
That was
earlier.
Conspiracy Sammy.
Yeah, it was conspiracy. It was Sammy had Cesaro and Nakamura with him at that point. 37 Big E versus Apollo Crews in the Nigerian drum fight. Y'all remember that?
Nope.
Classic match. 5 stars.
Of course they
I can't forget Apollo Crews is still collecting a paycheck.
38 no IC title match. This person does not appear on the card. There is no reason for him to not have a match. Who has it?
That was what, 22?
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago.
That was Sammy. No.
No, Sammy was on the card.
Shinsuke?
2 years ago, it was Sammy in Knoxville.
Oh.
Shinsuke?
No.
It's around those people though.
Cesaro?
No, not really.
No.
No. You just named the 3 guys that I said were in Sammy's
Well,
match.
they were Intercontinental champions around there. That belt flip-flopped a lot between them guys.
Ricochet, he defended it in a 3-way with Humberto and Garza the night before on SmackDown.
Ricochet?
Yep.
What the fuck? Yeah, COVID. What the hell?
That's not even
I know.
COVID. That's post. There was no reason. This is Stone Cold with
Owens?
Owens, yeah.
What the fuck?
This is like all these, like I said, Knoxville's on, but you're 2 nights now, and your IC champion doesn't make it on. He defends it on SmackDown in a triple threat.
Especially in
Against
a
a
ladder
tag
match.
team.
Like a ladder match with Ricochet, why isn't that on Mania?
Well, I didn't say that was a ladder match.
Well,
It was a triple threat on a ladder.
See,
Yeah.
COVID to like 2 years ago blend together for me.
39, we finally got an IC title match back, and we have Gunther versus Drew versus Sheamus.
Banger after banger after banger.
And that puts us at where are we at with this year's Intercontinental Championship?
Gunther.
Who goes for it?
Yeah, I don't even know who they've been.
They don't, because it was going Jay, but they're obviously not sticking with that. Does Braun get a shot at it? He's on SmackDown, so it doesn't really make sense, right?
That's going to be confusing because now there's 2 Browns in WWE.
Yeah, but the other one can go away again.
And they're pronounced the same.
They haven't really been.
No, one's Braun and one's Braun.
They haven't really been building anybody to face it.
No.
It's just been like Challenger of the Week.
Yeah, Gunther has just been...
Braun, though. Braun made a very strong showing at the Royal Rumble.
Does Sheamus come back? And he finally gets the IC and his Mania moment?
Is he? I don't know.
He's hurt, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like the way
Man, that might be the only way to beat Gunther. Or, again, making a star, like having Braun beat him and erasing everyone's memory of Brock Lesnar. This is our new badass who beats people in 25 seconds. Now, I would be very pissed off, actually, if he beats Gunther in 25 seconds.
Yeah.
I would be very pissed off.
I think weren't they setting up? Was it the Rumble last year where we had Brock and Gunther face to face, and we were all like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, and that's what they were supposedly going with this
Yeah.
year, but obviously they had to change directions. So I don't know.
He's not playable in a new game either.
Is he in the new game?
He's in it, but you can't play as him.
You mean he's like coded in it? What do you mean?
So he was in the game, Brock.
Right.
And then when all this shit happened, they just kind of... Yeah, you can't play as him, but it's a little too late to take him out completely. So I guess in story mode there's something like that where like you see him and his moveset, his entrance is in there, but you can't physically play as Brock Lesnar.
Was he like the final boss? Was he like Mike Tyson at the end of Punch Out?
Unless you create him.
Oh, well, yeah.
So-
Which is what people are going to do, but
Yeah.
that's to your own discretion.
So
I
he's not
guess.
in the Mania storyline or whatever.
No, he's not in the game at all.
No, he was. They were. You were supposed to.
Oh.
They changed it with a different match.
Like, he's not in the roster.
Oh, I saw there's like
But
4
he's-
Codys or
I was
something.
gonna say, obviously he's coded in it. Well, Cody has a DLC pack, right, with like Stardust and shit.
Yeah, he's also the cover star. So
And there's a broken Cody. It says with the
the tech.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and then and Dashing,
Dashing,
Cody is the
yeah.
other one.
But Gunther, I don't know. How long does Gunther keep the belt?
Yeah, we don't need a new champion.
I'd
I
love
like
to
it.
see him as
Roman's
world
had it for
champion.
like 3.5
I like
years.
it. I like it.
I'd love to see him as world champion, though.
Would it matter? I don't know. Belts are whatever.
I mean, I like him and Gable had some amazing matches.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
hope they go with Gable.
I
and
don't know if they
Gable
think
wins.
that's Mania worthy though.
I don't know. The fans seem to love it.
I like it. They're good matches.
I hope Gable gets his moment. Gable is a hell of a
I just don't
worker.
know if they're not gone though. He's just been challenging different people.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well, that's
Miz
what.
1 week, Kofi.
That's what. Maybe he'll do an open challenge, and then like Sheamus will come back or whatever. You know, surprised, and he couldn't prepare, something like that. Another triple threat. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Mania. It's exciting,
Yeah, it's always fun to speculate, and they always let us down.
especially especially now that it's 2 nights. I don't feel.
I love that it's 2 nights. I hope it never goes back.
Yeah. It would start at like 3 and go to like midnight.
Gosh.
It's like I watched something for a whole work shift.
Yeah. It sometimes feels like it's work.
Yeah.
Well, we are a wrestling podcast. So.
Yeah.
Coming up this weekend, Friday, February 23rd, Love Hurts, 3 Legacies Wrestling, Millersville University again. Special start time of 8 p.m. Doors open at 6:45, 6:50. I think I just saw 6:50. Pre-show match at 7:45. So if you haven't checked out a 3 Legacies event, go. It's fun.
And then stay awake. Pop some. I don't know. What do people take to stay awake? Caffeine pills. Fuck, I don't know.
Go to,
Drink some coffee.
go to 3 Legacies. Afterwards, go to Aruga's.
Yeah, there you go.
Fill up on some good food. And then
Well, don't fill up because then I'll put you to sleep.
Yeah, it makes you tired.
go home and watch Chamber.
Get
at
some
4 in the morning.
coffee. Get some energy drinks, whatever it
Yeah.
is,
And then
Stay up and watch the chamber.
if you're in the area,
and sleep all day Saturday.
WDWA is running in West Virginia Saturday the 24th, and then we got a ton of stuff happening in March. March is when the Mania stuff starts happening, even though it's April. But
Yeah.
I mean, everybody wants to just have fun and run. And March 30th is the big show for 3 Legacies Wrestling, Downtown Showdown at the Lancaster Convention Center. Already announced is formerly known as Alicia Fox. I don't know her real name off the top of my head. Also another guest that will be announced soon. But what will happen with Bro and his title, I don't know. Hawthorne's been lurking around. Other than that, have fun watching wrestling. Hopefully you can watch Chamber. But we'll see you next week.
Later.